Oh, I've got the Shitbox over here for a couple days. I just fixed the radiator on it and it's definitely shit. I mean, this thing is a modern art masterpiece. It's so beautiful. Look at this plexiglass window. Look at the rust on this thing. I mean, it is just... I just kicked the hole in it. You got a nice bungee strap holding the trunk down. Because the lock stopped working, so I just tapped it out. I mean, you want to hear this thing. Look how nasty that steering wheel is. The interior just smells like just dirt. It's like the Sahara Desert smells like in here.
Large support and
there's exhaust that's kind of just coming from everywhere and anywhere. And there's no license plates on it. It's considered crushed, so you can't register it. It's not legal, and yeah, she's just a real beauty. Like, you drive this thing on the road, it could literally be impounded at any time. It's absolutely unsafe and illegal to use. The frame is completely rotted out of it. Like, there is no frame left. Like, I mean, the frame is rotted out to the point where you can literally stick your arm through it. Listen to that power steering pump just whining. Brakes just go all the way to the floor and then they just lock up. It's fun for doing donuts and peel outs in. I mean, Clayton drives it all over the place. The police don't even bother him. They just shake their heads at this thing. Oops. Wash the ditch there. Ooh. Pure power. I mean, it just moves. I mean, it just has it there. That brake, I mean, look at this brake. Like, nothing, everything. Whoa, shit. I had brakes locked up on the wet grass there. It just kind of just went where it wanted to go. I mean, this thing is just, it's delightful, I tell you. Like, you could really just piss some people off with this thing. Look at that old cement air freshener just flying around here. I cannot believe he has not had this thing impounded yet. Like, I've been expecting that to happen any day. I'm driving this thing around. But it's actually solid. I mean, the transmission works, the engine runs good. I mean, look how clean that is. It's just perfect shape, honestly. It really is. Gets you around. It's just a good going to town rig. Hood lines up real good. So Clayton swapped the bumper on it, and when he did that, the frame bent. Like I said, it's so rusted out that no longer the body panels don't line up anymore. Like, we had to literally take a hammer after this and separate this because that door wouldn't open anymore. Just you know, knock away at it. He didn't tighten his lug nuts proper one day, and this wheel right here just decided to just fall off down the freeway. Like, you see, you're missing a lug nut there because it broke one of the lug nuts, and the brake rotor is, you know, it's round. Well, it's flat on one side of that one there, but the brakes still, I mean, they kind of do something, you know. What's the guy lock the doors on this thing for? What's the point? I mean, you got style here, really. You could only comprehend the amount of dirt and dust and grease and disgust in this car. I don't think it's possible to do so over a camera. You can't record the smell inside this car. It's just enough to give you an asthma attack. But I mean, you got that. You know, this thing was actually fairly quiet when he first bought it. It really was. But he took it down a sideline road, which is basically a road that joins two fields together, only meant for farm equipment. Oh, look at that fender. I gotta do that again. So you slam the door, you get this effect here. Watch this fender really closely. So he took it down a sideline road, which is two roads to join a field. It's just a real nasty road, only meant for tractors, really. Maybe a four-wheeler or a side-by-side. He run this down there about 65 miles an hour and bottomed it completely out. And yeah, he broke the exhaust on it even more. Someone hit him the other day. Put that scratch in there because someone was merging and wasn't paying attention, so he just sped up and let him just run right into him. Didn't even worry about insurance. I mean, you can't insure this piece of shit. Maybe liability, but God, look at that rust. I mean, I've never seen a car this rusty in my life that was still mildly operational. Like, we literally looked and bought the absolute worst car that we could find anywhere for him. Like, cause then the shitbox he had last year, the transmission went out. We had to find a replacement, and this thing is just so much worse than the original one in every way. I mean, it's just considerably worse. I mean, the other one, at least it wasn't rusty, and it had 4 windows. I mean, you got plastic in this car. I mean, just, you know, we got the best windshield wiper blades money can buy here. I mean, you just gotta respect this thing. I mean, really, you absolutely have to respect it. It's just hard to appreciate the value of this. I mean, these cracks, they have an artistic value in the vinyl top. But thinking about maybe giving this car away, because technically I have like $200 into it, because I was gonna buy the catalytic converters and Clayton wants me to take it back. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do there. If I want to take it back, or do I want to give it to some unfortunate soul that's begging me for a car. So I wonder what I'm gonna do with it.